product omo edi ensukogen specialized in so edi aba and drinks ni na e wodwa so ba bia abusua enchemfa eno no ohia bia wonsa ebeka bi this way so de ohia pe ene onsu hye koko de faso bebre ewo mu nti ene edi bi edi ayi this way no ekoyi pa ma wonsa enka bi eno mu nyina ase ensema ye de ebrem no ebi enie
Omampanyin na nadu danko akufuado abomodin a hedi enhwen akoto aprosifo a wo mu edi omu dwuma na afi wo mu enam sa akwan no so ahwe wo mu nkwa no wako akohye omu enmonyam
na yamampani abedichire enso so ukọ eye bibia ni a College of Health Sciences no wo mu so edan kama pa no akoda na di ede ama wo mu
Omampanyin da John Dramani Mahama with the complaints ama European Union say Electoral Commission NDC for eneno how pa asem
na Paramount Chief a owo se so ezo so kateche kwasi bu mangama otosu mienu na wo kai ahemfu se madaroma endorsement no enya de bebo akra
World Health Organization panyi ba kwa odi akotene he wo COVID-19 do bo no emu no wo se ono awa quarantine ho esan se oni obi a onya yare ni bi edi nkita ho
Omapani Trump na afi so Biden ye ka se da ba ko omu nyina omu ye omu campaign a etwa to ni nyina mu nsem no ye de beba we ni sama wodo bi aka ni aka bomo enne anadwi se kase o UTV so Kwabena Antwi Boasiako Minister of Mame
Obahima Afia Asiedu
Africa se no emu ensem ankasa eniem ye sha se na edeni ede eche emampeni abedichi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia akache na ye ko eye bibia ni a woche College of Health Sciences omoso edan fofo kra na sese de yesia emampeni abedichi adanedi ede ama omo
Bibiani College of Health Sciences no womu siye ewo enfiepede ni dunsu no emu 2017 womu ewie magana mampani abedi echi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akwa bia no kra eno no wo kire se we ayemfasode baako a Western North region no ede afri aban we na mamu ase wasanso de to womu anim se womu hwe anim so mbesi student hostel so ede ape womu so enum no de ba beto womu anim se Ghana mampani na adodanko akufu ado na ni so ade hu ne se obepem ma Ghana akonkan woni mpuntu semu papa enti abatuo we no ye de cheso a womu hwe no womu to emfa ema womu no nto na mamu papa no eso
we the first tertiary institution in Afia municipality. Juma ABC that Western North region. Ye no adanana adodankwa akufua. Health sector no. Ube wo say na akufua do na kumada ye health sector no pa. Obaye na national health insurance na elibu utura arrears no say apeja national health insurance jumani ene ubetimi atinafi na wodi mobile phone na wa renew national health insurance kwa salary bia digitalization infasu yeba abainu na ambulance service egu na constituencies bebre districts bebre ambulance niwo yeba you see one constituency, one ambulance. Ebisina. Bano na say time for nurses, training na training, na efie nine. Yesi kasam, over 90,000 health personnel. 90,000 health personnel.
Ghana mampani abedi che Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wie ne nsenka ye nyina no wo de asobɔ form ekire say wo mo nhya ase no mo nsi modern hostel emfa ema Bibiani College of Health Sciences no
Abrochi manka bomuko European Union no mabomodin a enipa edu amoma ba omampanyin da John Dramani Mahama ene NDC amanyuko no wo mo ennaso na enum no ene ode ensem bebre ato wo mo eni
We have a problem with the Electoral Commission. There have been incidents leading up to the election that creates a certain anxiety about whether the election is going to be transparent, free and fair. We want you to take note of it. And I'll just give an example. They announced that they've taken 30,000 names out of the register. And so we don't know whose names have been taken off. People are going to get there on election day and they say your name is not in the register. And there might be a genuine reason why they should be on the register. We've not been told, who those people are, why their names have been taken off. A lot of things have gone wrong. We filed nominations with a provisional register. It's never happened in this country. And so if a voter, who believes he was registered, signed my presidential nomination form and you've now taken his name out, it means that my form, but also in terms of the violence associated with the processes. You remember the by-election we had last year. Commission of inquiry was set up, identified the perpetrators of that violence. Government rejected the commission's report. Most of the commission's report refused to act. The same characters who were involved in that violence are today walking around still carrying the same weapons that they used to cause that violence. It manifested again during the registration period. People lost their lives. Gunshot wounds, stabbing. About 3 people were killed during the registration. Deployment of the military, in some parts of the country to intimidate voters, from coming to register. A lot has been going wrong, that we feel a bit anxious about. Ghana has been the bastion of democracy. We've been held up as a model, but it looks like we've taken a steep dive. And some of the things that are happening do not augur well. The general democratic atmosphere is deteriorating, and I think that is something that we all must be worried about.
Look, the EU is here to listen to everybody, to incite everybody to peace, to follow all the procedures, to freedom, not to intimidate voters. So again, the European Union has Ghana's democracy at heart, deep at heart.
Yɛtɔsona Akyere ni me ewo ensen foforo enso emu paramount chief owo avegakpa tobi nyabeko glakpe a otoso enan no na wochiri mu se anokwasem ni se wo hwe se de nei putujuma hodo esi ekoso mampani ekufo do na pensu a na chese yade a yame yado mabai babeto ne de obegire mu pa na woni nkofo nyina omatom de ama omampani.
The Council of Chiefs is so much grateful to you and your government for elevating all the 6 paramount chiefs in Afia traditional area to the Volta Regional House of Chiefs. The Akyere North District is also benefiting from the various pro-poor projects or policies of your government, such as planting for food and jobs, planting for export and rural development, NAPCO, free water, free electricity, $1 million per constituency, 1 district, 1 ambulance, and above all, free senior high education. Your government is actually performing to our satisfaction. Your government is distributing all projects equally among all communities in the Akyere North District. As for winning the coming election, your good works will speak for you. Come December 7th, 2020, we will pray for you and trust that God will hear your prayers for us. Mr. President, when you win again, please remember us who pray for you. One good term deserves another.
I want to thank you very much for all the very strong words of commendation you've spoken about me and the work of my government, and also my appointees. I'm very happy that they have found favor with you, the regional minister, the minister for chieftaincy affairs, as well as the GC, that these are all performing to your satisfaction. Very happy about that. I appointed them, so I should have an interest in their work. The specific matters that you have put before me for the roads, I'm going to do my very best to bring the attention of the roads minister to the request you have made. We will see what we can do. So thank you once again very much for coming. I'm hoping that I'll see you here again next year. and all of us will be in a position to celebrate. And celebrating in Akachi will be a good idea for me too as well. Why not? Okay. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Omampanyin na nadu danko akufo ado abomodi yanko piem e National Police Training College e wotesano na ne nante sie nyina e yeboko ene se Afia pressifo makomako edunan ha omo gina oman dimu na wo mo eye adwuma woti nanan mo nsedo a na emu ya papa enti ode enhwen akogu wo mo naso a wahye wo mo animunyam akai wo.
National Police Training College e wotesano enkran e na Ghana mampani na adodanko akufo ado kokoye saa mamre we nyina soja edi nhwira anwodo no akotototo aposifo du nan ya na omu gina oko ano na nso wo manka bia nhye ma omu ti nanan wo nsedo no wo mo enna so wo ye de hye wo mo animunyam e kire wo mo so wo makonkopa ankasa na o man ne bekoso akai wo mo ankasa ebusuafo wo ma de hye afiri mu obi e de akitapa betai mampani achi e ma ne ye amamre sanso so e na aposifo bi wo makwa ahomegye mane wo mo a wo mo gusua enso mo my Ghana ene o my Ghana manfo bi nso ene beka mbo mu a wo mo eboa ya wo chese de edi kan no wo mo eyeye e wo mfie bi ni edu enan no emu.
Our compatriots for whom we have gathered here this day have gone ahead of us. Jesus never issued this call for enjoyment. His call was clearly a call from and to Calvary, a call for sacrifice. Because he said that if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. The disciples knew this and followed Jesus. And they went through so many. They were all martyred, all the 12 disciples. They followed their Lord. But as terrible as these events were, they all served a purpose. And today, as terrible as we feel the pain of the passing of these our brothers and our sisters, I believe that it was for a purpose. We are to take up that challenge to sacrifice for humanity. All of us are not called upon to die heroically or sacrificially. But those police officers who lost their lives the last time we met here, they were warring against crime. They were fighting for us when they were called upon to serve this country, and in the process, they paid with their dear lives. They paid the ultimate price of sacrifice, and we owe them a debt of gratitude on this Memorial Day. May the good Lord keep and bless all of us. May the Lord continue to keep the families bereaved. May the good Lord continue to protect servicemen and women and continue to be our portion.
Yet was needed near Akyere Amaiko APC Muna Openia, who to Francano Ede Ama Omo Eyura Hassan Yariga. Na yeka say no manifesto campaign tournum or the Edru Epoye Mantemukufudia.
We are going to change the curriculum of education to make them more creative and innovative and start from primary level. Free education must start from primary level, not from senior high school, because that is where you increase enrollment. That is where kids like this child will get free education. When his parents cannot pay for him, a child like this will now have the opportunity to go to school. But when you go and start free education from the senior high school level, that is not free education. Don't forget, they are already in school. We are only giving them something. But we appreciate that too as well, that the MPP has done that. But we are going to continue it with free tertiary education so that they don't become mass dropout. Because when you don't give them free tertiary education, after free senior high school, what do you think is going to happen? They are going to be mass dropout. There's a blockade. Okay? They cannot continue. So what's the essence of doing that? So if you also want to increase enrollment, you don't start from tertiary senior high school. You must start from the primary level so that children like this will become the nation's asset. This is a Zongo community. If I want to challenge you and put 3 children and ask them where they are going to school, a lot of them might say they don't even know the class 1. We must begin to build a labor force that is going to take over. But we don't have a labor force. We don't have a production hub. We don't have a manufacturing hub. We don't have an industrial hub. How do you create jobs? You only create jobs when you begin to channel your resources into production, manufacturing, and industrialization. Let's be serious as politicians. Let's stop deceiving innocent Ghanaians like this. Look at their faces. Do you think that is the future for us? Look at them. Do you think there's a future in them? What do you think you see? An abandoned youth. A youth that do not have future. They don't even know where they are going. They get up early in the morning and they sit under the tree. Look there. That is how come they sit there. And what do you think they're going to do? They're not going to be productive.
He preached, the problems are here facing, especially as a Muslim community in Zongo and then national at large. He advised the youth, the elders, the women, how to, especially the importance of education and then the good upbringing for the kids, because that will serve as a light for them to give it back to their children and the generation to come. So my advice to the youth and any other person is to become election even if there are 20 competitors.
PNC amanyoko no mada 2020 manifesto edi and abrekona so omo yi omo running mates edi Akyere.
Now that we have brought our manifesto to Ghanaians and we have adored our running mate, and we are saying that with a pair, David and Divine, we are certainly going to deliver, and that Ghana will see prosperity to all Ghanaians, free education, free medical care, and agricultural sector that is going to be enhanced, industrial programs that is going to create jobs all over. We are going to refine our crude oil. We are going to stabilize our dollar. I tell you, what else do you need? It will bring a total change in Ghana, and prosperity will be delivered to everyone. Issues of security, we have said it, that will stamp out corruption. We are not going to give a way for anybody to go and commit a crime and go scot-free. We are going to enforce and resource the agencies that are handling these things so that corruption will be stamped out. And that will bring about a whole lot of developmental projects for Ghana.
Ghana for Akyere sir, vote ama PNC because ya vote ama NDC and a young who ya vote ama MPP. So still the same problem na yewo. So Ghana for Akyere sir, sisa government no, nim sir PNC betumi aye bibi ama Ghana.
You just ought to think about yourself, look back and reflect whether for all the 7 or so times that you have voted, whether the 6 times that you have voted, the 5 times, the 4 times, the 3 times, the twice, the first time voters, whether indeed you want to see an improved social services delivery. You want to have access to education for free so that you can reach your fullest potential.
Yet was na yakọ ensefo for enso emu aban ani abrese de be ya enwura hodo ayeye e wo mamu no ebetimi adan dani na de ya de pa e wo mamu na yakọ end of East region say no omuso omutia iye sa eye aban na muntu pa wotu no omuso enya faso ni bi efriso.
It's key on our agenda as a government to pursue programs and projects in the next 4 years to sustain the gains made in the sanitation and water sector during my 4 years in office. It is for this reason that I call you all to give Nana Adudonko Akufu Adu 4 more to do more. I call on you to equally support his parliamentary candidates for another 4 more to do more with His Excellency Nana Adudonko Akufu Adu. I thank you all.
This project is estimated to cost 50 million euros and will be completed within 4 months of the sub-cutting. It will serve Nalerugu East Mamprusi, West Mamprusi, Dokugu, Yoyo, Lanswan, and Chereponi and other surrounding districts. The benefits of the plans will include creating jobs for the youth, and specifically 250 direct jobs will be created with 1,500 indirect jobs. We are going to also boost the tourism and cleanliness for the central business districts. There's also going to be improvement in the social and economic well-being of the people of the North-East region.
We all know sanitation is a problem, and one of the critical areas is collection and disposal. Collection of the waste and disposal. So if we have a structure that is going to take care of the disposal, is very, very significant. Once we have a structure that is going to take care of disposal, and it's also going to kind of bring about jobs and income creation, is going to bring about a lot of changes in our communities.
Omemu suafo we keteche dwumadie ho nsam eso hey honorable Jogate na wode ato Ghana fo nyina anim se so mo hwe dwumadie a omampanyi na nado danko Akufo-Addo adi hewo emfie 9 emu a ebro adwen ene entiase esunti omanfo ma ne fie 9 fofrɛ na de waye no onfa entoaso.
Siafo hweketeke mpuntio nsam so ewo my Ghana mu ene onumunyamfo Jogate wono na de nsam we nyina ne to UTV nsantwefo animu a wo kyerɛ se MPP aban we yi a Ghana mampani na adodanko Akufo-Addo da no empuntudwuma ne nhyehyɛ ya hodo ebema nipa setena mu nsam ahenha a wo mo no aba be predi ama Ghana fo ewo ne mfinhyia na amemu a ekwa wieye no emu social intervention programs ahodo etise Ghana fo ankasa ebebu atan no mabu ne yi a wo mehu ne sampa Ghana mampani na adodanko Akufo-Addo edwene Ghana fo ho yie papa panu nti ena abribia no policies bitisa ene wode eba sane ebe ye obi abenya so chefanti de wo kan nyina ne se Ghana fo enhwe no mumu atan no mo fo mo kokromoti ni ntim fa ma wo mo ebra ye de abato ne ba be hye so.
President Kufuor took the country in 8 years from highly indebted poor country up to a country that was a middle income country. Ono na other wo free be metro mass is the man kura na BNB President Kufuor na the be enu anu wo be sika kakra President Kufuor zi jawon ana wo say sika na nwe by the time President Amama ofi and I send ya ko IMF for ya ka bobosa nko busu wonye adwuma ye for 3 years or 4 years IMF say na me fe bia wa adwuma o say na ye zika President Akufo-Addo bay within 4 years a kawa President Mama oje wetua mesisi enze IMF ko bio Fianzama pi wa ye free education and zama roads kwa wa ye we ska dukatan. It's in the next 4 years we'll take the country forward. Mr. Chairman, after 2024 Ghana for my mistake yen san yen ka fa bi no mba when you come back bio. We cannot be treating this country like table tennis, ping pong. Just now we are moving forward. 4 more for Nana, 4 more for Joe.
And watching no more ton nam ni omo to ton nam nyina so e de aseda sonko koye Edmund Munyamfo Jogate say wo mu sunye e de frɛ no so wo na mehwɛ na wo mo edan no wo ma meyɛ no foforo kora mfa mo wo wa ba be ye de ama wo mo a e so mo ani papa papa
ana me de ye ya wo ye wa haninti edan na se ne yada na no kwanyi sensuto na se humuluto ana ya zema yen enti ye shugo ana bu Jogate na bo me dan na bure e baby enda ahashe yedmo ho ahana edwe ye bi yeje mo fama e me na dum ye vote so ye vote ha na owo nti na bobo hen na ye baby anda na dan ye wo si ha de osuwo kwa na ye twi nanyim ana bo so woni ye hwembo na nde ye hu edan we dimu lati wo fanu wo ma ana bo yesi ya minsirai
Ebuse be twa ho na ya je enkratu ye ba kase no ye beto aso.